Good afternoon, this is Bruce and welcome to my shop. This is a weekend specials where one of them is a motor shaft and the other one is from a printing press. It's a shaft agitator that fits to the cam follower. I'll be quick. This job came in, they wanted me to build up the this motor. It's a DC motor. They wanted me to build up I'll see if I can get a bit closer here, to build up the shaft because the keyway had flogged out. But on second look at it, I could see that there was also signs here of this being worn down. And to build this shaft up, this is a very expensive and non-replaceable item in the short term. So I asked them to bring the rest of it so I can check it. They bought me the gearbox. You see the gearbox? And when I offered the shaft up, I could see, as I expected, that that's flogged out as well. So this is a little bit more complex, and I'm not going to build it up. I don't like doing that. I've got two options. One is to cut the shaft off, to drill and thread inside this shaft, make a new stub shaft, bolt it into place, lock it up into place, and then remachine it and cut a new keyway. The other option, if they don't want to go down that path, is to have it flame built up and then rebalanced. So we'll see you during the week. So that's job number one, the wobbly shaft. Job number two came in an hour ago, and this is from a printing press, and this item clamps onto the shaft and it agitates the shaft backwards and forwards off this printing press. It's been snapped here, and how this works is that it has two arms, and that arm sits down on here, and here on this end of the arm is a pin and a ball bearing a roller, and that roller is on a cam, and so that moves backwards and forwards. There's an adjustment here for the fine adjustment on that, and that whole apparatus moves and operates the shaft, agitates the shaft. Now they wanted me to weld this up. I said to them it's not feasible, it's cast iron, it'll never be strong enough. They went to the second machine, which was spare machine, and it was broken as well, and it had been broken through here, so this section here. So what I'm going to do, and they need this turned around for Sunday night to go back to their printing, so I'm going to make one out of steel. And this is, as you can see, it's got the machine facets on both sides. Oh, dear me. For these arms to swing on. And it also has the keyway here, split through so that can clamp through. This bolt goes through there, and that clamps this up. The two threaded sections here, one is for this this adjustment bolt, the other one is for a locking bolt that goes in there, an Allen key, and there's another grub screw that goes in the other direction that locks this grub screw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this plate, and I'm going to make a new one. Make a new one out of that. I'm going to start with that shortly. But what I'm going to do to improve the strength of this is I'm going to make this section here, I'm going to thicken it up, and the haunch inside here I want to put a larger radius and beef it up. There's only a certain amount I can do with that because it's got to have it's got to have this clearance in here, so I can only add a little bit to that. But any additional material in here is only going to improve the strength through there. So that's what's going to happen over the next couple of days, so that on Sunday night they'll be able to get this printing press running again. I won't be making a movie of all of this because it's just too much to load up onto YouTube, so I'm going to make a series of photos of setups and the machining steps, and then we'll collate those and put them on board. Everybody else have a good weekend.